If you really want to live an exciting life where you see God's hand doing miracles and really using you to bless others and to be blessed, and we have to learn to live in the Spirit-led life. This is kind of like going on a roller coaster ride. You are terrified when you get in that line and when you get into that seat and you buckle in waiting for the ride. But at the end of the ride, you are so glad you did, and you jump out of that thing and you're like, let's go again. And it goes something like this. You feel impression to bless someone and to buy their dinner, and it's not just a night gesture, but it's the Holy Spirit prompting you. And too often we dismiss it and we think, I don't feel like it, or money's tight, or they have more money than I do anyway, and I don't really know them. And we have to learn to pay attention to the Spirit. Maybe you get around that certain person and you feel an uneasiness and unrest. Something says, stay away, that's trouble. Some of you are like, Pastor, but if I stay away from those two friends, I don't have any other friends. Well, maybe if you can walk away from those friends, God will give you friends that will edify you and help you and actually bless you instead of pull you back and pull you away. Maybe you know you're supposed to volunteer, serve at the church, be an usher, work with the children, coach a little league team. You think there's so much going on, and I've got so much to do, and they've got plenty of people, and they don't really need me. Besides, I want to do something more important than just serve in one of those areas. I'm here to tell you, if God's telling you to do it, you are far better to do it than to disobey. Take the roller coaster ride. Be terrified for a moment, but at the end of the ride, you will get up and say, wow, that was great. Let's do it again. I want to live a life of God, let's do it again. I want to live a life where God says, I can trust you. When God, friends, see, God is looking for people that he can use for his highest purposes, people he can take to amazing new levels, people who are quick to obey, people who will live in a happy, happy place, not because they're doing the bare minimum, but because they're being led by the Spirit and they're doing things on an ongoing basis, not for one simple reason, God told them to. But I think he's looking for people who will just be sensitive to the Spirit. People that he doesn't have to argue with, have to give 7 confirmations to, have to throw lightning bolt down between their legs to get them moving in the Spirit again and listening to the still small voice. People that are so sensitive that at the smallest nudge they go. People that simply God can trust. He's trustworthy. I'm not always sure I am, or that we are. And when God looks down from heaven, please hear my heart. I want him to say, I can count on that pastor to proclaim the gospel of the good news. I can count on that church because they sow seed with generosity all over the world. I can count on that church because they're going to share their faith and they're going to walk in the Spirit and they're going to do. And I can use them in a significant way because they are simply obedient.